Okay, so good evening. We'll start with Excel lessons 2. We are going to learn about formulas today. So we'll learn how to write our own formulas uh, and do some calculations. So we can write our own formulas, or we can use a predefined formula that is already in Excel. So we'll learn all these things in today's class. Okay, so formulas. So what are formulas? Uh, Excel can perform simple and complex calculations. So using formulas, we can calculate all these things. So last week we learned about the Excel structure and the placement of all these fields and on all the elements on the screen, right? So we learned what is a formula bar. So where we type all these formulas. So we'll learn all these things in detailed manner this week. So Okay, so formula uses data in one or more cells to compute a value. So formula, so what do you mean by this is it uses one or more cells. What do you mean by one or more cells? So let's say you want to uh, add all the numbers in a particular range of cells. Okay, if let's say we have 10 cells and we are going to add it and we are going to display in the 11th cell. So that's what we say. We are trying to compute values in one or more cells to get a value. So we can use formulas for those things. Okay, so there are some examples that can be used. So we can calculate average marks of students in a class, calculate average age of a person based on date of birth, calculate total income tax payable, combine text into two different cells. Yeah, happy birthday plus name. So it's kind of a name manipulation or a string word manipulation. So we can do several things. Not only we can work on numbers, but as shown here, right, we can work on text also. So we can combine text, or we can split text or something like that. So there are predefined formulas that is available, and also we can use any you can write our own formulas in the formula bar. Okay. So in Excel, formula start with the equal sign. The equal sign tells Excel to calculate the value before displaying instead of simply displaying. Okay, so what it does is so it's not going to display the formula in the cell. It's going to display the result of the particular formula in the cell. So that's what we have mentioned in this second point. Uh, use the address cells with one or more mathematical operators, plus minus multiplication slash divisions. Okay, is equal to a1 plus b2 is equal to a1 into c3, so b1 into c1 into f1. So these are all example formulas that we can use in our application. So use in Excel. So this one is to add, this one is to multiply, and the third one is to multiply three cells. Okay, so these are just examples. We can see that it starts with the equal sign. Okay, so yeah, maybe we'll try these examples first, and we'll see what can be done. So this is attention sheet. Okay, so this is called the formula bar. So we learned all this. We learned this thing last class itself. So this is called the formula bar, where we type the formulas. Okay, and let's try a simple formula first. Let's say we want to add the cells 2 and 3 and display the result in cell C1. Okay, so address of this cell, this particular cell is A1. So A1. So the A is the column name, and 1 is the row name, which is also displayed here in this particular box. Okay, so this cell this cell address is B column and first row. So B1. So what I want to do is we're going to write a formula to add these two cells. The value in these two. So we're going to add 2 plus 3, and the expected result is 5. So what we have to do is write a formula. So as we learned, right, the formula starts with the equal sign. So first what you have to do is type equal here, and then what we are going to do is we have to add these two things. So we saw this examples, right? So we're going to add a1 plus b2. So it's here is b2, but the cell address for this one is b1, right? So we're going to add it horizontally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a1 plus b1. So a1 plus b1. So I've typed the formula, and you can see so now the formula is displayed here, but when you tap out of this cell, right, when you move out of this particular cell, the cursor is right here. So when you move out of the cell, right, you will see the value is being calculated, and 5 is displayed. So this is dynamic. So let's say the formula changes here, right, the input value changes here, right, and when you move to the next cell, the formula still applies. So it is dynamic. So it doesn't take the current. I mean, it takes the input and it changes the output automatically. So this is how a formula works. So this is a very basic example. Okay. So this is how we write formulas and we do formulas. So any doubts in this? So this is a very just basic example. So anyone have any doubts, or you can ask me.
Yes, sir. Can explain again one more time? Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So you understand what is an address, right? So everybody understands what is address. Address of a particular cell, right? What is the address of
Okay,
this cell?
sir. Yes, sir.
What is the address? Can you tell me?
A1, sir. A1,
A1. So right. So this one is
B3, B1, B1.
yeah, B1. So so addition, you know what is the formula for addition? A1 plus B1, right? So
B1 plus B1,
all I
yeah.
have to all I have to do is uh, all I have to do is press this
Plus,
all I have to, press is equal to, and then give
okay.
the address of these two cells. What is the address of these two? So A1
A1
plus
plus B1.
yeah, so that's it. So this is how you write a formula. So it could be any number of cells. Let's say you want to add 4 cells. Okay, so let's say
Yeah.
I want to add 3 here, 4 here. Okay, let's do this way. Okay, so let's do this way. 4, 5. So maybe you can tell me the formula for this one. So I want to add all these 4 cells, and I want to display it here. So Angovin,
Yes, sir.
you'll be able to tell me the formula.
A1, A1 plus A2. Ah,
A1 plus
A1 plus A2,
A2 plus
A2 plus A3,
plus.
A3 plus A4.
Yeah, so that's it. So when you tap out, right, you will get the formula. Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah.
So this is how you write your formulas. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, so it could be any number of cells. You can type even you can add more than 4 cells or 5 cells. It could be any number of cells. All you have to do is
Yeah.
you have to write the correct formula in the appropriate cell. So this is how
Okay.
you do a basic addition. So this is how you write formulas also. So if you want to do multiplication, right, all you have to do is you can change the cell values here. So you can do star,
Star.
star, and star. So now,
Yes, sir.
okay, sorry. So now the multiplication of 4 into 6 into 7 into 8 is 1344. So that's how.
Yes, sir.
So that's how
Yeah.
you do. You have to can write your own formulas. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
All right, all right.
yeah.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So let's go to the next chapter. So create so now exercise. Okay. So create a student report card and show the total marks for different students. Use formula in total column. Okay. So I want you to guys to do it. Okay. So I want to I want you guys to create a table and add all these marks. Okay. So I hope everybody has computer, right? most of you guys have computer, right? Angovin, you have computer? Angovin, Faisal.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yeah.
have.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you guys can try it and you can do it. Okay, so Vijayaravan, Rajshekhar, and Zahik also can do it. So you
Yeah.
take some time. I'll give you 10 minutes. You draw this tabular column
Okay.
and you add all these 3 marks: English, Maths, and Science, and let me know. Okay, so I'll wait for 10 minutes. So if you guys have any doubts, you can anytime ask me.
Sorry, sir, my computer now uh, Excel cannot open, sir. Cannot
Okay,
file.
so you cannot open Excel. So it's okay. So let's wait for others to finish it, and then we can start it. Okay. Uh, So Ankavin, Vichara, how's it going? So you're able to do it?
சரி சார் ஒரு கம்ப்யூட்டர் எடுத்து வர மறந்துட்டேன்
Oh,
வேலை
நீங்க
அர்ஜென்ட்ல
எடுத்துட்டு
வேகமா
Yes, sir. I'm going to finish, sir.
okay.
Doing now,
So
sir. Yeah.
சரி, okay, விஜயாரா வீட்ல பண்ணுங்க, ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. So anybody else have computers who will be able to do it? Rajshekhar, Vijayara, Rajshekhar, Zaha, if you have computers, Kanagaraj.
C2 plus E2. CBM. Yeah. E2 plus C2 plus E2. Okay. C.
So Ankavin, how is it going?
It is. I send to you. I save it.
You have
Hello,
sent
sir.
to my WhatsApp, huh?
Yeah. What's that? Okay, sir.
Uh, okay. Okay, Ankavin, you send to my WhatsApp. I'll check later. Okay.
Yeah.
And,
Sir.
okay, so we'll continue with our classes now.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so maybe I'll explain you guys also. So nothing. So we did the same thing. So you already did this. So all I'm going to do is uh, have a name field, English, Max, Science. Okay, so we'll delete all the elements here. So let's say John. 29, 27, 45. Okay. So total. So the total. So what I try to do is we are trying to add all these elements, right? So I'm going to type is equal to B2. So if you type B2, right, you can see the blue color here. So here it's a blue color and here it's a blue color. So what it means is it's referring to this particular cell. Okay, so let's say B2 plus C2. Now you can see the C2 color, right? So C2 is in red color and this is again in red color. So C2 refers to this cell. So it's easy to identify cells in your
Data. Put out.
cells in your easy to identify cells in your sheet using these colors that is specified. So whenever you type the formula, right, you can see the cell. So D2. So now if you tap move to the next screen, right, you can see the total added here. So this is the exercise that I just gave you. So you can try it in your home itself. Okay. So yeah. So now, then we'll see how to copy formulas. So you can copy formula from one cell to another. You can also drag formulas to multiple cells. Excel automatically adjusts the cell address of the formulas in the new cells. Exercise add two more students and copy formula from E2 to E3 and E4. Okay, so let's say now we have a student for only one. We have the marks for only one student. Okay, so let's say I want to add another student Tom. Okay, and we have some scores. So he has scored some good marks here. And let's say another guy is so he too has three scores, and let's say another guy is here. So see, you can write the formulas again. So what you can do is you can B2 C2 C, right? So you can if you want to calculate the formula for Tom, you can write it like B3 plus C3 plus D3. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to type the formula for every cell like this. Okay, but I don't want to do that. I have a shortcut to do this. Okay, so let's say like this here, right? You remember, right? Last week we know how to fill formula, fill elements. Okay, so let's say if you have 1, 2, and 3, right? You drag it, it will automatically form these sequence of elements, right? We learnt all these things in last class. Okay, so similar to this thing, right? You can drag the formulas also. Let's say you have the formula here, right? You drag it down. Now the formula is copied to the other elements, and the best thing here is, right, it doesn't copy, it adjusts the cell automatically. See, here you have B2 C2 and D2, and in the in this element it is B3 C3 and D3. Okay, and here in the next cell, right, it is B4 C4 and D4. Now, so we just copy the formulas to the other cells, but Excel understands the sequence automatically, and it writes the formula with its ourselves. It updates the cell references automatically, so you don't have to write it again. So this is just a shortcut that Excel provides to us. So similar to filling numbers and things, right? So you can fill formulas also to the subsequent cells automatically. So you don't have to type the formulas to the next cell. So this is another.
I cannot hear the sound.
You're not able to hear anything? Sorry. Hello, Ango, is it clear now?
I can hear.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so Faisal, is it clear for you? Maybe
Yes, sir.
Ango. Okay, so Ango, it might be some problem with your side. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so I hope it's better now, Ango. Okay, let me continue. So I just taught you how to copy formulas. Okay, so it's like numbers copying numbers, right? We'll just learn how to copy formulas also. Okay, so any doubts in this? So you have any doubts on how to write formulas and copy formulas? Any doubts in this, you can ask me. You remember how we did it, right? You just have to select a cell, and there is a handle for it here. So you can see the red dot here in the cell, right? You move to that, the cursor changed to a different style. Click on it and drag it down, so you can copy the formula here. So, and when you move to the particular cell, right, you can see the formula of the particular cell automatically updated. So this is how you write so this is how you copy formulas to subsequent cells. Okay, so similarly we can have multiple examples. So instead of uh, hmm, maybe we can do an average, right? Average of score. Okay, so let's say you want to calculate the average mark of this particular average mark of particular student. What we can do is equal to sound கேக்கலையா? Hello. Hello. Uh, yeah, so now let's see how to calculate the average of the marks. Okay, so what is a formula for average? So total marks divided by number of subjects, right? So the total is here already. Here we have already calculated the total here in this cell, and we have to divide it by 3 because number of subjects is 3. Okay, what I'm going to do is slash 3. Now the average score of John is 73.6667. Okay, so now we are going to we have to copy the formula. You have to calculate the average for all the students also, right? So what we are going to do is we have to copy the formula. So you guys know how to copy the formula, right? So you select this particular cell and drag it down. Now you can find the formula for all the other students also. So this is how you copy formulas. Okay, so I just gave you another example on how to copy formulas. So similarly, any formula can be copied. So here you can see E3, here you can see E4, and here you can see E5. So this cell is E2, E3, E4, and E5. Okay, so this is how you do an average calculation. Okay, so yeah, so that's how you copy formulas. Any doubts on this?
Sir,
Or
can you show me again it?
yeah, sure.
The first one.
First formula, this one.
Hmm.
So
No,
yeah,
the average.
average, right? So average, what is the formula for average? You know, right? Total divided by a number of subjects. Okay, so we have 3 subjects, and the total is here. Total is already calculated in this particular. Yes. So what we're going to do is we have to write the formula for this particular cell. So maybe I'll do it from the first initially. Okay, so I'll delete all these things.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to find is average of each student. Okay, so and we have to display it in this particular cell F2. So what you have to do is go to the particular cell and you type is equal to, that's how formula starts. And now we have to calculate the average. So which cell, so to calculate the average of John, which cell has a total score?
Yeah.
Can you tell me, Faisal?
E2.
Yeah, correct. So E2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to type E2. E2. And to calculate the average, you know what's the formula, right? Divided by number of subjects.
Number of subject.
Yeah, that is 3 subjects, right? I'm going to type 3. Okay.
Yes.
So that's how the formula is calculated. So when you move to the next cell, right, you can see the average calculated. So 89 plus 87 plus 45 divided by 3 is 73.6667. So this is the average. Okay. And now you have to copy the formula to the, so now you have to calculate the average for Tom, Dick, and Harry. But it is very tedious, right? You cannot type the formula for everything again and again here, right? Like this, right? So instead of doing that, what we can do is we can copy the formulas. So all you have to do is select this particular cell where the formula is already applied and click on it and drag it down like this. Okay. So now you can see the formula copied to this. So when you move to this particular cell, right, Tom's cell, right, you can see the cell element automatically updated. So for John, right, it is E2. But if you go to Tom, right, it's E3. So what we did is we just copy the formula, but Excel automatically updated the reference cells. So it automatically updated the cell which has to be from which we have to calculate the formulas. Okay, so that's how you copy formula. So similarly, you can see for Dick, right, it's E4. For Harry, it's E5. Okay, so yeah, so that's how you
you update formulas, okay? So anybody else has any doubts? So Faisal, you understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understood already.
Okay, very good. So yeah. So let's go to the next topic. See, percentage caret brackets X concatenation combines A1 B1 with the space element. So we are trying to learn other signs also, right? So we are trying to learn percentage, okay? Returns 10% of the value in A2. Okay, caret. What is caret symbol? To the power of 3, right? So let's say 2 to the power of 2 is 4. 2 to the power of 3 is 2 into 2 into 2 is 6, right? So to the power of is called caret. So that's a symbol for it. And brackets. So brackets, it combines a particular calculation into single calculation. So brackets we usually to mention to make sure that B1 minus C1 is done first. I mean the calculation within the brackets are prioritized. Okay, so that comes always first. So that's the purpose of that's the purpose of having brackets. Okay, and apart from the text concatenation, so let's try to add cell one and say A1 and B1, right? You can do some concatenation here. Okay, so let's try one of these things ourselves. Okay, so this one is done. Let's try doing each one of these examples. Okay, so let's try to do percentage. Okay, let's say we have a banking application. Okay, so deposit amount, deposit balance. Okay, let's calculate the interest on the amount that's being deposited. Okay, so let's say okay, let's say insert row. Okay, so name. So let's say Tom has $800, $890 in his account. Okay, and Dick has Harry. So he has $890. Maybe Dick has $760. Harry has $1,500. Okay. So we are going to try to calculate the interest. Okay, the bank's interest percent. Let's say the bank interest is 7%. Okay, the bank is providing 7% interest. So we have to calculate the interest here for a particular account. Okay, so we are going to write the formula for this one here. So before calculating this one, right? Last week we learned how to display values, numbers, right? We know we travel. I can't hear anything, sir. I don't know why. How about others? Faisal, Pachamuthu, Kanagaraj, ungalam puri kekudha. You guys are
I can hear, sir. I can hear.
okay.
I also can hear.
Yeah, okay. Hi.
Can hear, sir. Can hear.
Angavin, is that Angavin? So Angavin, right? Angavin, you can check the something we can check, right? Angavin, you can check the audio settings here. Okay, you can test them as by a speaker and mic, all these things here. So go to mute this thing, right, and go to audio settings. You can try it here. Maybe you can check that. Okay, so okay, a question for you all guys. Okay, last week we learned how to display format particular cells. So we can display number. Let's say I want to display Singapore dollars, right? We can do it here. So can anyone tell me how to do it? யாருக்கா தெரியுமா இங்க எப்படி SGD 890? I want to display SGD 890 here. So somebody, so last week you learned that, so somebody tell me. யாருக்கா தெரியுமா? விஜயராகவன் நீங்க சொல்லுங்க, உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் நினைக்கிறேன். Okay, நானே சொல்லிடுறேன். So what can we do is we can display, go to right click, go to format cells and go to currency, and you can change the symbol SGD, right? Singapore dollars. Okay. So now you can see the right, you can see the balance displayed as SGD here, Singapore dollars 890. So the actual value present is 890 only. But what I did this, we did format cells, and we changed, we selected currency, and we selected appropriate currency. So similarly, if you want to display in American dollars, you can do USD. So anything you can do. So if you want to display symbols, right? Something like this also we can display. So we learned this last week. Okay, so you can guys, you should remember these things. So let's come to our today's session. So we have to find the average of the percentage of interest is going to gain in percent of interest he is going to gain. Okay, so what is the percent formula? So can somebody tell me? So this is the formula, 8 into 10%. Okay, so what we can do is first we have to calculate the B2, right? So B2 into how many percentage? So it's the percentage, this value is here, right? So you can select the cell D1 and percentage. Okay, so see now you can see the formula here, right? What I have done is B2 into D2. So you know B2 is here, so this is B2, and the cell element is D2 here, D2 percentage, right? So we have the answer for this one is 890 to 10% is $89, right? So that's the interest you gain on this $890. Okay, so let's say if you are $900, right, and it's 10% on this. So you can, now you can see, right, for 10% on $900 is 90. So let's say you have $1,000 here. It's $100. Okay, so this is how you calculate the percentage here. So you should see the formula here. So it's B2 into D2. Similarly, it's B2 into D3, and it's B4 into D4 percentage. So the formula is B4 into D4 percentage. Okay, so you have to add percentage to calculate the percentage on particular value. So what example we gave is we have a bank account, and we are trying to calculate the interest on the balance of the bank account. Okay. So yeah. So any doubts in this? இதுல ஏதாவது புரியலாம இருக்கா? நம்ம எப்படி பேங்க் அக்கவுண்ட் கண்டுபிடிச்சோம்ட்டு? Okay. Okay, let's move to the next topic. Let's say how to do the percentage value. Okay, let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now what I'm going to do is you have to find the power of this thing 2 power 3. What is 2 power 3? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, right? 2 power 3 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, right? So I'm going to type this. So somebody can tell me what is 2 power 3. You can tell me the cell values. Somebody can help me the formula. Can anybody help me? யாரா சொல்ல முடியுமா? So A1
2 into A1 is bigger than the B.
yeah, it's not the sign is not bigger, it's upper arrow. நம்ம வந்து carrot, it's called carrot. Okay, so bigger than இது. So upper arrow வந்து 6 க்கு மேல இருக்கு. Okay, it's A1 to the power of
upper B1.
Yeah, very good. So B1. So 2 power 3 is 8. Sorry, I said 6, right? It's 2 into 2 into 2. Yeah, 2 into 2 4, 4 into 2 8. Okay, so 2 power 3 is 8. Okay. So similarly, so we are going to copy this formula to the other cells also. What I'm going to drag down. Now you can see the formula for all these things. So 4 to the power of 5 is 1024. And 6 to the power of 7 is something 27,000 or 2,79,000. Okay. So 2 to the power of 5 is 32. Okay. So this is how we do caret symbols. Okay. So yeah. So then let's move on to the next topic. Brackets A1 plus B1 minus C1. Okay. Let's say we have 2, 3, 4, 53. So now we are going to type the formula here. Okay. So is equal to A1 plus B1. A1 plus B1 minus C1. Okay. So 4 plus 5 is B1 minus C1. So B1 is minus C1 is 4 minus 5. 4 minus 5 is minus 1. And minus 1 plus 2 minus 1 is 1, right? So similarly, we can do this, apply the formula to the other cells also. So 5 plus 34. 5 minus 34 is 29. And 54 minus 29 is 25. Yeah. So this is how you do these formulas. So you can see the when you drag it, right, you can see the formulas copied appropriately. So this is just another example. And similarly, we can see text concatenation. Let's say we have a first name, right? First name and second name. So what we're going to do is we are going to find the full name of an employee. Let's say find the full name of, let's say Tom Hanks. So now what I'm going to do is add the, I'm going to find the full name of these employees. We have the first name in a cell, second name in a cell. I want to display Tom Hanks, the full name of a particular person in the cell. So what the formula for it is A. It's given here, right? A1 and space B1. So it's A1 and so and is our concatenation operator. and we are giving a space between these two elements, okay? And after that we have to add b1, that's it. So when you, what happened?
Now sound loss already.
Any problem with the sound? Any volume clear akka?
Clear, sir.
Now
No problem.
A1 and B1. Okay, so தப்பா அடிச்சிட்டேன். So concatenation operator இங்கே போடணும். So and B1. So now you can see the first name and second name added, right? What happened? So what is wrong with this cell? So can anybody tell me? So we didn't add it properly, but you have to tell me what happened. யாரா சொல்ல முடியுமா? Somebody can.
A1 B1 A1 B1 A1 and plus and equal to and B1 போட்டாச்சு. அது வந்து A2 and plus equal plus B2 போட்டோம்னா நேம் ஃபுல் நேம் வந்துரும்.
Very good. So
B2.
yeah, very good, Faisal and Vijayaraghavan. So we gave the wrong reference cell. So when you keep it here, right, you can see this. You can see the cells highlighted. Okay, so you have to change the reference properly. A2 and B2. So now you can have Tom Hanks. Similarly, you can have Tom Bernard and Christopher Waltz when you copy the elements properly. So that's it. So all you have to do is you have to look at the formula properly. So it's A2 and concatenation. So we are concatenating with the space, and then we are concatenating with the second name. So and is the concatenation operator. It's going to join two text elements. Okay, so if you want to concatenate, let's say I don't want to, if I want to do a underscore, right, you can do it. So you can see the underscore here. So underscore will get added. So similar, so that's it. So you can add a space here, or you can add multiple space here. So you can do anything you want. Okay, so this is how you do concatenation. Okay, so yeah, so that's it. Okay, so yeah, so we have only 12 elements. Okay, so similarly, so we are done with this formula. So any doubts in this? So guys, you have any doubts on these formulas? How we wrote those formulas and all these things? You have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, let's learn about BODMAS rules. Okay, so BODMAS, order of mathematical science, is important. So you should have learned all these things in mathematics. Okay, so in our school studies we should have learned what is BODMAS. Okay, BODMAS is the order of how the mathematical operations are prioritized. Okay, so let's say a bracket, right? As I said earlier, bracket is going to be computed first. Okay, it's going to be calculated always first. After that, we'll calculate the power symbol. Then it's going to division. Then it's going to A1 and A1 plus B1 plus these things. Okay, so let's see an example for this. Okay, let's say we have 2, we have 3, and we have another cell 4. Okay, let's say we have so can anybody tell me what will be the answer for this one? Okay, it's got 5.33. Okay, so what it does is first it has to calculate the if you see this formula, right? Okay, so in this formula, right, there is a, in this formula there is a division symbol and a addition symbol. Okay, so in the order of these things, right, what comes first? Division comes first, okay, right? So what it's going to do is 4 divided by 3. So it's going to calculate 4 divided by 3 plus first 4 divided by 3, and then it is going to add it to 4. It's not the other way, okay? So it's not going to divide. It's not going to add b1 plus c1 and then divided divided by 4 by 7. It's not 4 by 7. It's actually 4 divided by 3 plus 4, okay? So 4 divided by 3 is 1.33 something, and plus 4 is 5 point something. So 5.3 is the answer. So this is how the BODMAS rules work. So it is just to define what is how the element order of calculation is computed. So any doubts in this? BODMAS rules whether doubts irka? Maybe another example on a so 2 into 3 into 2, 4, okay? So if I do a2 into b2 divided by c2. So anybody know the answer for this? Division first nadakuma, multiplication first nadakuma. What will be computed first? Is it going to be 2 by 3 will be computed first, or 3 by 4 will be computed first? Based on these BODMAS rules, which one comes first, division or multiplication? Division or so you can see it, right? Division always comes first, okay? So that means we are going to do the division first, okay? So it's going
Division
to
come first, right?
yeah, division comes first, yeah. So see, 3 by 4 is first calculated. So 3 by 4 is 0.75, right? And plus 2, it should be 2.75. 2.75 then 3 by 4. Okay, sorry, 2.75 into போட்டிருக்கோம் நம்ம. So we have given into, right? So for what it does is it's going to divide by 3 by 4 is 0.75 into 2, right? 0.75 into 2 is 1.5. So that's how we get 1.5 here. So now you know, right? Now you understand what's how the things work. So let's say if I do bracket, if I put a bracket here, right? Now what will happen? Can anybody tell me what will be the answer? The answer will be I don't know.
Bracket.
Yeah, bracket will be calculated first. It's going to calculate the a2 by b2. So it's going to be 2 by 3 then divided by 4, okay? So it's going to be complex. So it's okay, it's 1.5, okay? Bracket then also no. 2 by 3. Okay, so bracket is not here. Okay, bracket a2 by b2. A2 by b2 is 0.75 and 2. Yeah, okay. So that's how it works, okay? So it the brackets just comes first, and subtraction comes as the last, okay? So based on this order only, the particular values are calculated. So you have to remove all these things, okay? And okay, so we're going to calculate the value for these elements, okay? So let's say we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, okay? So we have several formulas here. So a1 minus b1 plus c1, okay? So a1 minus, somebody can tell me. So a1 minus b1 minus c1, what is it? A1 minus b1 plus c1, okay? So what is the answer? Can somebody tell me?
A1 minus B1. So 1 in and plus C1. 4.
4, yeah.
4. Okay. Yeah, very good. So next we're going to try it. A1 plus B1 into C1 minus D1. Okay, so let's see. Is equal to A1 plus what is it? A1 plus B1. B1 into C1 minus D1. So you remember the BODMAS sorry, ஐயோ வந்துருச்சு. So இங்க ஃபார்முலா பாத்துக்கோங்க. So what நம்ம BODMAS rules பார்ப்போம். So first வந்து so last is going to be subtraction, addition அதுக்கு முன்னாடி. So what is going to calculate is B1 minus B1 into C1 is going to be calculated first. Okay, so அப்பனா 4 into 3 12 plus 5 17 minus D1 that is 2, 17 minus 2 15. Okay, so we got 2, right? So இது எல்லாத்துக்கும் புரிஞ்சுச்சா? Is it clear for you guys? Should be clear. Yeah. Okay, so let's try the next one. B1 slash D1 into A1. Okay, B1 slash D1 into A1. Okay, so now can somebody answer this thing?
It's difficult.
It's difficult. Why?
No, in calculating on mind it's difficult because it come point also.
Okay, so let's see. You tell the formula. So 5 divided by 4 comes first, right?
Yes.
5 divided by 4 comes first. So that is 1.25 into A1. So into 2, 1.25 into 2 is 2.5, right? Sorry, தப்பா வருது. What is, yeah, it's first என்ன வரும்? B1 slash D1 into A1. B1 slash D1 into A1. அப்பனா B1 slash D1, sorry, B1 slash D1 அப்பனா வந்து 4 divided by 2 first into A1. 4 divided by 2 is 2 into 5 10. Okay, yeah, that's right.
So
Got
10,
it right?
10.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's not so complex. Okay, so now let's see this one. Okay, A1 minus B1 into D1 slash E1. Okay, so A1 minus B1 into D1 slash E1. D1 slash E1. Okay, so now can somebody tell me what is thing that's going to be first calculated? I don't want the answer, but I
A1
want
minus
the
B1.
A1 minus B1 will be calculated first. So what is A1? A1 is 5.
Five.
A1 is 5 minus B1. B1 is 4. Okay, it's
So
the answer is 1. Okay, 1. Then there is a multiplication and there is a division. Which one comes first?
Division.
Yeah, so division. D1 by E1. What is D1 by E1?
D1 by 1. 2, 1.
2 divided by 1. So that is also 1. So the answer should be 1, right? 1 into 1 is 1, right?
Yes. 1 and 2.
Sorry, 2. Okay, what did we do wrong? So A1 minus B1 is A1 minus B1 is 1. Oh, sorry, 2 by 1 is 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so the answer is 2. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so good. Let's so any doubts in this? So எல்லாத்துக்கும் புரிஞ்சா? So you guys understood? Angovin, you still have problems with your mic?
So I don't know, sir. I something that's wrong. No, okay.
Now it's okay.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay, very good. So how about others? Rajshekhar, Vijayaraghavan, Pachamuthu, you guys able to understand Zahai?
Okay, sir. Okay. Understand, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay. So we have another 30 minutes. I think we have to go faster. Okay, yeah.
27 minutes.
Okay, yeah. So functions, okay. What are functions? So we wrote all our functions ourselves, right? Formulas ourselves. So Excel provides predefined formula. So we don't have to, let's say we want to add a particular cell. We don't have to write A1 plus B1 plus C1 plus 3. So we don't have to do these things, okay? So all we can do is equal to sum, and we can give the cell range, okay? So last week we learned what is a cell range. Can anybody tell me what is a cell range? So can anybody tell me what is a cell range? Okay, so cell range. So you can so I'll tell you later. Okay, so let's talk about these things. Okay, a built-in formula, worksheet formula. So functions are just built-in formulas that is already predefined in Excel. Okay, advantages: saves time writing, simplifies complex calculation, faster execution, less chance of typographical errors, fewer characters in the formula bar. Example: instead of using C5 plus C6 plus C7 plus C8, you can give sum and C5 and C8. Okay, so this is called a cell range. Okay, it's going to what is this is C5 to C8. So last week you learned this. So instead of writing C5 plus C7 plus all these elements, right, you can give a range of cells. So this is called a range. I taught you last week. Okay, so this is how you do, and this is the formula for this. So instead of writing the whole addition formula ourselves, Excel will do the addition itself. All you have to do is you have to use a function, and in the function you have to pass the particular range for that element. You got it? Let's see what is okay, we function, right? So let's say we have 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's say we have this thing, right? So usually how we do it, you give the A1. So we have to type all these things, right? See, you just have to give the sum of A1 to E1. It starts from A1 and it ends in E1. So inside the cell range, right? So this is called a cell range. Okay, in the cell, it's going to add all the things in the cell range. Okay, so we have the formula sum here. So instead of doing A1 plus B1 plus, instead of writing the whole thing, we can do it as a sum. Let's say if you want to do a multiplication of these cell range, right? You can do it. Is equal to multiply 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 தானே multiply இல்லையா? Okay, multiply இல்ல. Okay, let's see. So if you want to calculate the average of range of cells, right? You can do average, and you can give the cell range. So what is the cell range? So can anybody tell me what's the cell range for this? I want to add all these numbers. So can anybody tell me the cell range? What I have to pass in the average function if I want to calculate the average?
A1 to
What is the symbol name?
E7.
What is the symbol? A12 means, is it 2 TO?
No,
colon,
no.
colon, right? This is called a colon. Yeah, colon
Yes,
to,
colon.
to
Until E7 or F.
no, this is
E1 or F1.
E1. Yeah, so it's
Okay.
E1. Okay, so that's it. So the average of all these elements is 5, right? It should be 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Okay, so this is how you do formulas. So there are formulas for everything. So if you want to do addition, you can do it. If you want to do average, you can do it. Maybe there are formulas for you type S, right? You can see the formulas that starts with S. Okay, there are a lot of formulas here. So let's say subtraction. This is a subtraction formula. Subtraction. So similarly, we have date formulas, average, and we have a lot of formulas for these things. Okay. Okay. So we can do a lot of things with these formulas. So we saw the example of sum and average. Okay. So let's see other things. Okay. Yeah, so we already saw the formulas. Okay, so function examples. So a1, a2, a3. So we can, so function, right? So we did this range thing. Okay, instead of giving range, we can give all the elements also. See here, they are given a1, a2, and a3. So we can do something like this. Okay, if your sum is equal to a1, comma a2, comma a3, comma a4, comma a5. Oh, sorry, it's b1, right? b2, b2, b2. Okay, sorry, b1, b1, comma c1, b1, comma e5. Okay,
E5.
e5. It's not e5. It's e1. Okay, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So it's 25. So you can see the difference between these two things, right? We are given the same formula, but the way we are passing the elements to the function is different. So we are given the range here, or else we can give the comma separated values. Can you tell me what is the difference between these things? When can we use this one and when can we use this one? Can anyone tell me? When should we go for range and when should we go for the comma separated values? Both the same, but when can we use this one and this one? Can anyone tell me? Maybe I'll tell you, guys. Okay, so let's say if you want to do, if your range, right, you can use it like this. Okay, let's say if you want to do this thing. Okay, so I don't want to calculate the average of total of C1. Okay, so I want to exclude 5 in this particular range. So you can go for this one. But if you cannot do this in this range thing, right? You cannot exclude a C1 here. So these kind of scenarios you can go with the comma separated values. You got it? What you got? What I've said. See, the range is
Okay.
continuous set of elements. Okay, but if you, let's say I don't want to add a C1. I just want to add A1, B1, D1, and E1. So in the range, right, you're gonna exclude C1 in the addition. But when you do it as a comma separated values, right, you can exclude the C1.
If I want to use comma, I
Hmm.
can left anyone also. Like I don't
Yeah.
want B, I don't
Yeah.
want C. I can left.
Yeah, I can
But
do that.
when
But when you
when
do
comes
range,
to all,
range, it is called range. Okay. It is called range, and
when
in
comes
range
to all, we
you cannot exclude that one. You are correct. Yeah. You cannot exclude
okay.
C1. So that's the
Yeah,
difference between using the range and comma separated values. Faisal, are you clear?
Yes, I am clear.
Okay. And so yeah, so see here they have given these kind of formulas also. They have given combined A1 and A3 to A5. So they combined the comma separated values and also they have used range also. So what I've done is sum A1 comma C1 to E5. Sorry, E1. E1. Okay. Yeah. So now what I've done is we have excluded B1 and we used a range. Okay. So now we are going to calculate average 21. So we can combine this thing also. We can combine the comma separated values and range also, something like this. Okay. So this is another example of doing these things. And we saw the average example already. So A1, A2, A3. So you guys should know it. Okay. So let's say if you want to get the today's date, right? We can do this formula. So let's say I want to do the today's date, right? Is equal to today. Is equal to today. Is equal to today. Today. Is equal to today. So it gives a today's date. Okay, today is 23/5/2021. So it gives a today's date also here. So this is how you get the today's date. So similarly, you can have different formulas. So let's see another example. So give the greatest value in a group of cells. Okay. So what is the greatest value in this particular range of cells? What is the 7, right? See, from
Yeah.
7. So 3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
7. 7 is the biggest number, right? So if you want to find the biggest number, right? Max max bracket, we have to give the range. So range is A1 to E1. So 7. Let's say if I type 23 here, right? It changes to 23. All the formulas are also updated. You can see it, right? If you change something here, everything will be updated. So if I give 435, right? It will give 4323 here. So that's how formula works, okay? Yeah, so we have find the max, and similarly we can find the minimum also. Let's say I want to find the smallest number. Smallest number is 3, right? Is equal to min of A1 to E1. So minimum number is 3. If I type 1 here, right, the minimum number is 1. So you can type 0.5 also. It should be 0.5 here. So that's how formulas work, okay? So any doubts in this?
No. No doubt.
Okay. Yeah. So we are covered today's topic, okay? So you can ask me any doubts if you have, or if you want to explain something again, I can tell you.
So, sir, whatever we want to calculate must be used is equal to, right?
Yeah, we have to, the formula, yeah, always have to start with is equal to. Yeah. So after is equal to, you can type also. If you don't type is equal to, right? Let's say A1 plus B1 plus C1. So what will happen? It is just a text like something like this, something like Robert, right? So something like Robert is just a text, nothing different. Both are same. Okay, so the Excel will find that it is a formula only if you type x is equal to. So you type is equal to, right? Now you can see the cell reference all highlighted. You tap out, you will find the answer here. If you remove this is equal to, right, it's just a text like anything like text, something like this. Okay, so it could be anything, nothing. No, it's not different. Okay, so it's always should start with is equal to. Yeah. Okay. So any doubt, anything else? Or I want you want me to explain? You understood what is the range, right? So BODMAS rules. We saw all these things, right? We saw examples for all these things. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll give you another. Maybe we'll try some other examples also. Huh?
Okay.
What can we do? 23. So we saw sum and all these things, right? What can be done? So all these are complex formulas, yeah. Okay, let's say the number of the 23, 12, 20, 21. Okay, and let's say 20, 12, 20, 21. Okay, now, what is the number of difference between these 2 days? Number of days difference. 3 days, right?
Yes.
So there is a formula to calculate this also. Okay, date diff. Okay, date. Okay, days. So there is a formula called days. Okay, you can see the explanation of the formula also. Returns a number of days between the 2 days. Okay, that means we have to pass 2 days for these things. Okay, so days. You open a this thing. So if you put the open braces, right, you can see the end date and the start date. So Excel
Yeah.
helps you to write all these formulas. You don't have to mug up all these things. Okay, so even I learned this right away. So I just saw this formula and I know what to type here. So end date. So what is the end date? What end date where it is?
23/12.
Yeah. What is the address of the cell? F4, right? Correct, right?
F4. Yes, yes.
Yeah, F4. So what is the start date? What is the cell address?
E4.
Good. So it calculates 3 automatically. So you don't have to do it. Okay. That's it. So similarly, you have thousands and thousands of formulas. If you type is equal to, right, and type A, right, you have tons and tons of formulas. You type B, you have a lot of formulas here. You type C, you have a lot of formulas here. So you can literally there are thousands of formulas here, but we just gave you some examples. Okay, you just can type it yourselves. And maybe I'll tell you another simple thing. So if I want to, let's say I want to find the days different again. Okay, so what we usually do is we have to type the form end date automatically. So all you can do is you can click the end date here, and if you click the element here, right, if you click it here, right, F4 will be automatically populated. You can see here, comma, and I select start date, and if I click here, right, you don't have to type E3 automatic, E4 yourselves. Okay, I just have to click here, E4 will be automatically populated. So it's just a shortcut to do things. Okay, can do it. Okay, similarly, let's say you want to add this range, right? I want to add this range. Okay, so do sum, right? So to select a range, right, I can do this. Now you can see, right, A1 even is automatically populated. You can see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are all shortcuts to do your stuff. Okay, you can do these things. So yeah, so that's it. So 10 minutes more. So any doubts in this thing? Say anything you want to ask, or anything you want to explain to you guys again? So maybe we'll do a recap on all these things. Okay, so formulas. Excel can perform simple and complex formulas and use data in one or more cells to compute values. There are a lot of different formulas. We have average, age of a person or date of birth. Okay, calculate total income tax payable. So you can type your own formulas here. You can concatenate two cells based on these things. Okay. Apart from that, how to use? So you have to start with the is equal to sign, and you have to write your formulas. Is equal to A1 plus B2 is equal to A1 into C3 is equal to C1 F1 and something. Okay. So similarly, exercise. So we saw how to add all the scores of a particular student. So we did this using this formula here, and then we extended the formula and we copy the formula to other students also. So we selected the first cell and dragged it down, and we did this. Okay. So and we learned other signs. So we saw how to do a percentage, how to do a caret, how to do brackets, and text concatenation also we tried. So text concatenation we use, and we learned what is BODMAS. Okay, bracket of power of DMAS. So these are the order in which the computation happens. Okay, and exercise we did some exercise A1 minus B1. So there are some formulas, and we tried all these things. Yeah. So apart from that, there are functions. Okay, say functions. So we learned what is a predefined function. So we know the difference between this one and this one, right? Sum and writing your formulas on our own side, our own self. Okay. So this is one thing. So these are all some examples of functions that we tried. So we did some average, total, max, and min. And apart from that, we learned how to do some of all these things. Okay, so we use the functions instead of writing our own formula. And apart from that, oh sorry, this is your homework, guys. There are 2 exercises given. Okay, so you guys have to do this thing and you have to do this. Okay, so this we know how to do it. Okay, it's is equal to sum b2 and d2. And the last homework is you have to create a sheet for a OK bank to calculate simple interest for saving accounts. Interest rate is 7%. So closing balance is equal to opening balance into 7%. So the interest rate is 7%. Okay, so you have to calculate the interest of all the bank accounts. So you have to create a table with the name, age, branch, and the balance he has in his account. Okay, so you have to use this symbols also. I want to see these symbols, and I want to calculate the formula for a percentage formula. Interest, you have to calculate the interest, and using the interest you have to calculate the closing balance. Here you can see, right, the interest percentage for the bank is 7%. So 1000 into 7% of 1000 is 70, and we get the closing balance as 1000 plus 70. So similar to this, you have to calculate the homework. You have to do this thing for all other things also. So I want you guys to do the homework for this week. Okay, will you guys do it? Say Virgala.
Can sir do it.
Okay, very good. So yeah, so that's all for this week. Okay, I will stop recording. Thank you for attending the